A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Newton. And that will be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First carry for James Conner. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, a run with Conner. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A couple of plays set him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Murray now. And the reception made by Green. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10 is counter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 4th and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
Well, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flag. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
No score after one on EA Sports. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Newton to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this throw will be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prater's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Step in! 20. Great carry. Great carry.
Here's Newton. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10 to 3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Connor up the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Our score 10 to 3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. On the return, Jackson. Touchdown, Carolina! All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Finding space at the 40, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Murray now on first down. Zach Ertz has it complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Green. Big ass open.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Opponent guaranteed they approach this ball with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. 4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take it over to the 46-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Just beating the play clock is Newton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Ready?
They snap it to Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And Green with a catch left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
He's got it to Ingram, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
This throw is going to land tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Prater's kick is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Take it in at the 3.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
20.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
89 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as... So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll take it inside the 25.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
2nd down and 3. Murray going to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. Throwing again, Murray. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. He's sacking back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett able Swift, yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Andy Lee now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Panthers use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Murray to throw. Forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge. I
like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Finding time, trying to improvise. Pass complete to Green. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Carolina, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.